Hello, hello. Why the hell? Title. Hang on. Hold the phone. Why is that old title there? Okay, that's good. Oh, look at that. I show up on my own homepage. Oh, look at that sexy fucker with his coffee. Oh, I hope he's having a good morning. Oh, I hope you're having a good morning too. I'm just watching the fucking cats and dogs. They're scratching at each other, matey. Fucking cat. I swear to God, I think I figured it out. Callie gets upset that Oreo has had some of her food if she's still hungry. Because it's like you feed the cats a little bit of wet food, feed the dog, and then the dog's like, oh, fuck, man, bro, give me a bite of that shit, bro. I'm like, 10-4, big dog. And then I give him a bite, and then apparently if Callie's still hungry, she'll come and be like, yo, motherfucker, you're eating my food. Oh, that's Torpy. Well, good morning on July 24th. Been a couple of days. Had to get up with family early in the morning, so here we are, back again. Shady's back. Fuck, don't tell a friend, okay? All right, we're gonna watch the Whick panel here as I chop away trees. So good luck.
Think it's about something else? I don't know what it is. Well, we can ask him directly. How you doing, man?
Tired? Thanks.
Me?
I
see. He's talking to you, man.
I'm man. I don't have a name.
Oh, Steven, how are you?
Hey, you bucko.
Sorry,
Buckosaurus.
I didn't know we were going to be so formal today.
Keep it a buckosaurus with you.
It's Mr. Benelli.
Well, there are at least
Mr. Benelli's.
When you say man, I don't know who you're referring to.
Oh,
you know
racist.
what? At least 3. I'm not sure about that. But okay. There should be one more coming, maybe 2. But we'll...
Yeah, it's me later with your mom. I got you, Wick. I fucking got him. Oh, please, Wick, pay attention to me.
Because you were all directly involved in getting kicked out by the college Democrats, and I wanted to give you guys to have a chance to give your story, to give your take on what happened, and just to ask you some simple questions about it. One of the things that I kept hearing from people on the Hassan side of things is that this was like an official DGG kind of outing. I guess first things first, let's introduce yourselves, tell people who you are.
Sorry, when Wick said it like that, DGG outing. All I imagine now is like, is all DGG just like fucking holding hands and like frolicking through the fields. It's like, we're on a DGG outing. We're on a DGG outing. Off the docks and off to frolic, all on a DGG outing. Sorry, it's just funny.
And why you were there. And we'll start with North, okay?
Hey, I'm North. I do some political content online, mostly Twitter stuff. I'm trying to do more YouTube stuff.
Oh, cringe, Twitter, you.
Conservative, I guess.
Raccoon statue.
Evaluating my relationship with the Republican Party, so we'll see about that.
Were you at the event?
Yeah, I was.
I was sus, you were there, were you?
Guy in the Hawaiian shirt that was apparently there too.
Even more cringe. Hawaiian shirt, you say?
Threatened to kill him. Is that why you were there?
That's what apparently that's why I was here, according to the Hassan fans.
Well, why were you
There's
there?
a
Those
Twitter
colors.
account called Twitch Crackers that was calling for my arrest online.
Is that why you were there to
no,
harass? Did you intend to harass him?
No, that's not why I was there. You can see on the live stream.
No, I intended to sass him.
To commit to very ridiculous questions. So, one of the things I wanted to ask him was about baby settlers. You know, commit to the idea that baby settlers are valid military targets. And depending on his answer, he's either going to make his tanky audience mad because they consider all settlers, whether they're babies or not, to be valid military.
Bro, what a fucking question. The fact that, like, I don't know, man, that's... The fact that that question even needs to be asked to you, or asked to anybody, is like, should that not give you fucking pause? Does that not give anybody in your audience pause? That somebody's like, well, I want to ask you that question because I'm super unclear about this topic. But I guess not. I guess probably, like, Hassan and people would spin that as like, oh, they're just asking fucking bad faith questions. Why would you even ask something like that? You should already know my fucking stance on that.
Targets, or he's going to make the liberals in the audience mad because he's going to say that you should go kill babies in Palestine or Israel or whatever you call it.
Okay.
So,
well, we'll get into it. Mooten, hi.
What up, Wig? How's it going? I'm Mooten.
It was nice meeting you at LipCon, by the way.
It was nice meeting you. I'm sad we didn't get to get a beer together and have a longer chat.
How's
But
it
I'm
working?
an important, busy man. I was working as well. Working the streets,
Everybody's
if you know what I'm
looking
saying.
for
I'm
the
Mootin. I
weekend.
run anything else with my co-host Dan and Steve. He'll be back soon. I was denied entry by the man named Cameron Landon. He is the vice president of the College Democrats. He refused to let me into the College Democrats.
Why? Did he give a reason?
He thought that we were gonna make a disturbance and yell obscene stuff at Hassan Piker.
How many of these conventions have you been to? I'm just curious.
I went to LibCon and I've been to a lot.
Oh, I mean, in this situation, sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it is okay to let people do the thing you think they're going to do, even if it's bad, as long as it's not like something that's going to hurt you. So, like, for example, in this situation, if the DSA truly believed that, like, Mutin, Destiny, all these people were going to be making a huge scene and be disruptive, why wouldn't you let them in to be disruptive? Because then you could at least go, look, see, we had thoughts that they were going to be disruptive. We thought that we'd let them in anyways to show like an air of good faith. And then they were as unhinged as we were expecting them to be. Boom. Nobody's going to get hurt, because I'm sorry, if people making a scene screaming obscenities, who the fuck cares? That's a nothing burger in terms of like actions. Okay, are you being a douche? Yes, you are. But sometimes it's okay to let people be a douche to like show that how douchey they are. But when you preemptively don't let these people in, and you're kind of looking like the douchey one, and you're looking like the one that has an issue and having upset. So if they truly were gonna, go in, make a ruckus, and yell obscenities, why wouldn't you let them, to show, like, then you'd have evidence of how fucking unhinged they are. But now at this point, what you've done is it's made you look unhinged. So, which I think that the DSA and the people surrounding Hassan Piker were always going to be unhinged, but that's okay.
A lot of conventions.
Story for another day.
First political conventions.
Do you have a history of being disruptive at any of these events?
I tell jokes in class sometimes.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
We'll get more. We'll save Destiny for last here. Radiant, hi.
Oh,
How's it going?
now we're on first name
No, we're
basis.
So you were kicked out of this event. Are
That is true,
you are you affiliated with DGG in any way? Digital Ground Game, to be clear.
Oh, no, not at all. The funny thing is that like we tried to like work with Digital Ground Game like a while back, because Darius wanted to start doing some canvassing content, but they were telling us we really don't want like Darius type content at any of the political events related to Digital Ground Game, and I believe he's currently still banned from that Discord. Over some memes that I don't know the specific details of. Yeah, it's just really funny when I see online people talking about us being closely affiliated with Digital Ground Game. Oh, and another thing is like all the people we talk to over there would tell us like, hey, please guys, keep our names out of your mouths. We don't work with you. We don't
Keep my wife's name out of your
No,
fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why were you
currently.
there then? Why were you going to the CDA stuff?
Well, honestly, it was because so we didn't really have much to do that day, and somebody that we knew told us that like there was another like convention going on that's like LibCon, that would have Hassan coming to speak, and we were like, you know what, let's just go. Maybe we can go see it. We can go talk to Hassan, ask him some like hot questions, because we don't really like Hassan very much, and we think his politics are very corrosive to at least like the current state of American politics, and yeah,
Just fair.
and also while we're there, we could also like do some like political outreach and all that. Mainly just like to talk to people and get to know
Sure,
politicians and all
but
that.
so no intent to harass Hassan or disrupt the event?
No, not really. Like, because I'm the one. Darius always yells at me for like for being too careful about things. But I really don't like the idea of just like crashing things and kind of ruining. Because even though we're not,
Because you want to be able to go.
game, there are
Like, the realistic thing is you want to be able to go to these events later on in the future. So why would you? Right? Unless you're literally trying to torpedo your political career, why would you ever go and make a scene? Right? Like if you're truly somebody trying to be in these spaces and be to go to these cons and network and shit like this, making a scene and being unhinged is like the last thing you fucking want to do. Regardless or not if you dislike the person. I mean, too, it doesn't help that like there is a segment of like lefty kind of content creators that if you don't like somebody, it means that you must want to do like the person harm, or you've got to be a dick to these people. I can dislike somebody and still be cordial with them. There's a lot of people I fucking dislike, but I'll be cordial with them. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your first assumption is like, oh, these people dislike me and they're big, big disruption, and oh fuck, it's gonna be so much, and oh, it's gonna be so hard, and it's like, man, I think you need to fucking, the paranoid thoughts are getting to you, and as a stoner that loves the marijuana myself, I think it's time to put down the ganja and not be so fucking paranoid. But I mean, there's a lot of paranoia in the space, kind of like, oh my god, if I do a fucking interview, they're gonna make me look bad, and I'm not gonna have answers, or I'll have to explain things, or whatever. Honestly, God, I can't think of really a reason why Hassan wouldn't. Because I think if you're truly set in your beliefs, they should be easy to argue. Shouldn't take you much. It shouldn't be all that difficult to do. But I think the same is true of Asmongold. I think like Sneeko being, that interview or that back and forth clip thing I saw yesterday, where Sneeko's like, "Oh, you just don't want to do it because you're retarded," and Asmongold's like, "Yep." And it's like, well, fuck, goddamn, mad props to fucking just agreeing with the fact you're retarded. It totally disarms the whole thing. But he's right. Why would I want to do it if I'm retarded? And I don't think that's the case. I think the more pertinent argument, is, hey, you have beliefs that you're spouting on the regular basis. You've obviously thought about them enough to tell other people, or you're willing to put yourself out there and tell other people. Why wouldn't you discuss them? Why wouldn't you have somebody on to, test your beliefs against? Are your beliefs so fragile that you can't have a conversation with somebody? Even if you get things wrong or mess things up, I don't think it's necessarily... I think it's more indicative of that maybe your thoughts aren't thought out completely, and maybe it's time to reevaluate what you think. And if you aren't willing to do that, well, then there's no argument that I could give to convince you to go do debates. But I think it would be like a genuine point of self-reflection that you need to engage in, to wonder why are you unwilling to discuss your beliefs. And I think the same is true for Hassan Piker, right? Like, you have these things where you'll go live, you're collecting money for it, you're doing all these things that you're being part of the cultural zeitgeist of politics, but you're unwilling to discuss what you believe with other people. Like, that's just really weird. And it's not even just other people. It's in difficult conversations where you might have to critically analyze what it is you believe. Like, at that point, if you're not doing that, I just consider you a grifter. And I think people would be wise to stop listening to you.
People on the internet that will associate us with it.
Like, even myself, I'm not the greatest debater in the world. I have my times where I'm locked in and focused. I have times where I struggle to communicate my thoughts and shit like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're just unwilling because you either don't want to have those conversations, or not willing to have those conversations, or you're unwilling to have those conversations in a way that might make you look a little bit silly because they're not fully fleshed out, I think that's a really bad sign. And I think that's something that people need to introspect on if you're unwilling to do shit like that.
Anyway,
so
because they don't really think things too hard. And so, like, I try to play it safe and, like, guys, we can't really do anything here because, like,
We'll get into it as we go. Persec, is that how you say your name? I don't actually know.
Yeah, that works.
Parsec.
It works. Okay, it works. Why were you there? First of all,
how many parsecs does it take you?
In any capacity?
Which one?
No, no affiliation. I'm a fan of what they do. I think there's some cool guys, but I don't have any affiliation to them. No.
I don't fuck with them. No.
Okay. Why were you at the CDA thing?
There's a galley there. Oreo, you better hide because she's gonna come and meet you getting about.
I figured out that Hassan was speaking at a Democratic place, a Democratic convention. He's not a Democrat. He's a liberal. I don't like Hassan, and I don't like his politics. So we went out there. We wanted to go ask him some questions about the things that he's said publicly, and that's what we tried to do, and then we got kicked out.
What was the reason that you were given for why you were kicked out?
So Me and Darius went around.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
For, a quick drink. We came.
Leave my
back,
dog alone.
And then we just weren't allowed to re-enter the building. We got right up to the security, and then they identified us as the guys who were streaming. And then they said to us, myself and Darius, as we tried to get back in, that they were informed that we were there to disrupt, and that we were there to harass the attendees, which we absolutely weren't, and we didn't. It was all recorded live.
And just to be clear, if they wanted to harass the attendees, they could just do that without being part of the con. They could just quite literally stand outside the convention center and fucking harass people going into it. It'd be just as easy. I mean, yes, it's easier to be a part of it inside to do it, but realistically, if you wanted to, there's nothing you could do to stop them if they really wanted to harass people. And I think that would have been, I think not only you didn't have to let that get to the point of them being in the convention for that to see that would be happening. So
there was no harassing.
Sorry, I'll stop pause ending.
Asked some
psych. Apologize for nothing. Trees protected from what? Where's the other tree that I need to cut down?
And it was a lot of fun, and there was some cool people there. But then,
before you were being kicked out, was anyone like side-eyeing you, or anyone you interact with like yelling at you, or trying to stop the scene, or arguing with you, anything like that?
No, not really. Like there were some people that.
Not really. Not really. Oh, so there was people.
That was like pretty late.
Okay.
Name him Bud.
I can add way more details to that because I believe at that moment I think Parsec and Darius stepped out for an hour to go get something from the car and get a drink or something. But basically it was me, North, and Mooks, another person that was with us, or the girl on the stream if you guys have seen any clips of it. And we were kind of just doing our thing. We're just interviewing people, whoever wants to be interviewed. We would tell them, hey guys, we're streaming this thing. If you wanted to expose, I guess your profile to a large audience.
I'm sure there.
And talk about your politics and what you do here, and and all that. We'd love to ask you some questions. People were generally.
I bet you would to harass them.
At one point, there was
classic.
2 people that kind of pulled us, or 3 people actually that pulled us aside, and started asking us things like. Are you guys causing trouble? We've been getting calls and texts because I think this was about an hour in of the stream about they said that there was they were getting texts from somebody that there was disruptive kick streamers at the convention looking to just harass Hassan and just cause trouble in general.
Why would you need those texts? It would be clear. You'd see the fucking people.
Might have been the head of security or something. He showed me his phone and there was a bunch of texts from I think it's either somebody from Hassan's camp or Hassan himself saying there's this guy named Darius IRL at your convention actively looking for Hassan and just causing a bunch of drama and harassing the guests there. But I talked to them and I told them we'd already cleared this stream up with a communications person.
Is that true? Had you talk to a communications person?
Yes, I think Parsec can actually probably tell more about that because I wasn't next to them when that happened. But I think you want to talk about how they gave you the press badge, or they said that you can have the press badge and stuff like that, and
they gave you a press badge? I did not know this.
They wanted to. They just didn't.
No, they didn't.
They gave us press authorization. They couldn't give us a badge because they didn't have any because this was a last minute thing. We kind of just bought tickets, but they told us we can act as press and record and do all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, Parsec, do you know anything more about the conversation? Because I think that's just how it went.
Oh, we didn't get Steve's intro. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Were you given press authorization, Steven?
Nope. They didn't give me shit.
Okay, so did you guys? So
didn't give me shit
I'm
on these
Did you
mean
guys
streets.
arrive as a group, or were Steven? Were you a separate thing from the Darius thing? How'd that work out?
I think they were already in, and then we showed up. Me, Mooten, and then 2 other of our friends, and then we passed them by as they were getting kicked out, and then we saw them, and then we walked up, and the Kafea Leiden vice president was there waiting for us, and he got us, and he said,
Cameron Landon.
"You're not getting in here."
That's the guy. That guy was so mad. That moment we were getting kicked out, that guy was
damn,
straight up screaming at us, saying I know what you guys are here for. You guys are doing this event for us. You're not gonna talk to Hassan. You're not trying to get content for your stream.
Yeah, they couldn't risk having.
Realistically, let's face it, probably was Hassan texting him, telling him to get rid of these people. Because, and the people of this event probably were super fucking horny to get rid of rid of these people for Hassan, like kind of like I demand fucking pepperoni sticks and cheese in my fucking green room type deal, because they know if they don't capitulate to him, he'll never show up to another event of theirs, which in turn they won't get clout, they won't have the they won't have that networking ability, like shit like that. Like that's pretty fucking gross, man. Like I'm personally, if I was doing events like that, as long as people aren't being legitimately fucking violent, I'm talking violent, I don't care. Let people come make a ruckus. They can do their thing. They're making a ruckus, you can kick them out then. Until then, fuck it, who cares? But then again, I don't have the fragile ego that other people have, so rip.
Yeah, DTGers or Destiny orbiters, they use that exact terminology.
Literally, yeah, literally.
But I run today. How about the potatoes to pick me away by the way?
Where did all the drama come from?
That's crazy. Well, I'll just ask you directly, Destiny. Were you planning to do any kind of disruptive activities?
Yeah, ask them questions.
What were you
losers?
planning to do? Say no one had said anything. You were able to get in. What was the
Yeah, I agree, Oreo. She's sitting over there.
Wait, I forget. Do you have a music background?
Do I have a music background? Not
Yeah.
too much, right?
Okay, there's this type of yodeling, okay, that no, I'm just kidding. I don't actually know. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of funny because I got into a lot of arguments with a couple of my behind-the-scenes people who were talking about different ways to try to sneak into the event, to have like some huge showdown with Hassan and like ask him a question and push him critically on something.
Wow, what a
I
showdown.
don't think anything would have happened if we actually got in. Like at most, we would have watched the event and like I tried
Asked
to
a
ask
question.
in the Q&A, or maybe said something to him as he's walking away. But this guy scurries away so much because he's so petrified of any kind of like challenging questions at all that I don't know. I really don't think anything would have happened. Obviously, I mean, like this is I have to remember that I'm engaging. We're on like the demagogue level of just like saying random shit. But like, if
Yeah, put your kid gloves on.
human beings, I would never disrupt or do anything crazy at an event, because if I were to do that, it would give Hassan like the ultimate reason to have me kicked out of and banned from every single event in the future.
Yep.
It would be the stupidest thing in the world for me to do. Why would I ever do that? It would be
Why? Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
You've been to a lot of these conventions and
Hey, Callie, what's going on?
events and things like that.
Why are you trying to murder my doggo?
You would say?
What's wrong with my doggo? Don't murder my doggo.
Yeah. Have you ever
Let go of my ego.
disrupted one of them? Do you have any history of doing anything, of getting kicked out from any of these events, or disrupting, or being a nuisance, or anything like that?
One time, a long time ago, me and a friend, it was a big West Side Creighton Prep football game, and we wandered into enemy territory after Prep won the game, and the West Side wanted to kill us, and they escorted us out, and we almost got detentions for being on the other side of the bleachers. But
Okay, so-
other than that, I have never been removed from anything in my entire life.
So in high school, basically?
Yeah.
That's insane. So they
I mean,
had,
that sounds like a
I guess what was
story.
the basis of saying you were going to disrupt then? Like what was there? Did they tell you why they thought that you were going to be a nuisance, or
Because he's Destiny?
disruptive?
Nope.
Did they give you any reason?
Nope. He says that he's not having that discussion with me, so.
Did anyone reach
Yeah,
out?
he refused to talk about it, and then he said, "You need to leave." And then he started debating Steve, and then he yelled for security.
Well, not, he didn't even debate me, right? He just
No,
said, I'm
yeah.
not having this discussion with you. I asked for somebody above him, and he said, well, she agrees with all my decisions, and then it's like, okay.
So one of the things I figured out while I was
Ooh.
for this stream.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Somebody said, well, you...
That's dangerous, too. There are times where... Because I've been given that kind of carte blanche, too. Ability. Callie, what are you doing? What's going on here? Ability to kind of make decisions like the boss would if he wasn't there type deal. Like, it's like, hey, I trust your judgment. You can do these things. But I think in a situation like that, where you're being confrontational with somebody, and I mean, if you're being reasonable, you would recognize that, okay, this is a little bit of an extenuating circumstance. They're asking for my supervisor. Oh, okay, I should probably get them because I think they're going to do this. I think I can explain my case. Really fucking simple. Like, yeah, maybe I do need a third party. Maybe I am, maybe I'm a little biased. But once again, all this shit takes... The problem is like every solution that I can put out there of what people should be doing or how you should be acting requires an actor to be A, good faith, and requires an actor to be humble and put their ego aside, right? If you have people that can do neither of those things, all my solutions are kind of pointless, right? Because realistically, in that moment when somebody goes, well, I'd like to speak to one of your supervisors, even if that supervisor is going to agree with you, go get them. because if you're that much in the right, you'll be okay letting your supervisor talk to this person. You'll be okay because you're just that much in the right that it shouldn't be an issue. But if your supervisor comes along and goes, no, like, dude, you're fucking in the wrong. What are you doing? Like, these people haven't been disruptive. Why are you kicking these people out? Because realistically, now, as any other content creator, any other person looking to collab with the DSA, I'd be very leery, in my personal opinion, in collaborating with them, because I have to kind of wonder, well, shit, when is my kick out moment going to come? Because these people weren't even being disruptive, right? Even if there was plans, they weren't being disruptive, right? It just seems like they got on the wrong side of somebody's fucking cornflakes. Am I gonna get on the wrong side of somebody's fucking cornflakes and be fucked just like these people? Like, I don't know. I'd just be very leery about engaging with this organization later on.
You're not removed from Charlie Kirk events too. I don't believe I was. We snuck into that event, and then I had 2 debates, I believe. One was with a really weird dude, and another one was with Myron Gaines. Sean Kelly hosted both of these, I believe. And after that, their head of security approached me because he recognized me because he was a big guy at the event and he knew who I was. And he kind of approached me and he chatted with me a little bit. The way that a lot of the conservatives work, Charlie Kirk especially, and Charlie Kirk security included, was they want to be on
We are
everybody.
Charlie
And so
Kirk.
I don't believe he ever kicked me out. At first, he approached me and he chatted with me and he said, hey, here's my number if you need anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to remember if they might have kicked me out after my 2 shows, though. But I don't think he did, but originally he didn't. Yeah, that's my recollection.
Fair
And that was
enough.
the thing we actually snuck into and weren't supposed to be at at all, so.
But to your knowledge, never kicked out, never removed
surrender.
for disruption, except for once in high school. Okay, got you. Well, first of all, hello, Mooks.
You guys are making it really awkward to sit at this fucking desk.
You were also kicked out of the event.
Well,
Same,
sort of.
sort of. Oh, elaborate
Yes.
then, perhaps.
I was the last
Elaborate.
who was left in the
Elaborate.
I was getting spam phone calls saying that they got kicked out. I was left with Darius's streaming setup, so I did not know what to do at that point. So I just reconnected with my group.
Okay, so you weren't actually kicked out of the event. Then you were
Nope.
still behind the scenes, and you just
Yes.
decided to join them. Interesting.
I wish I stayed behind in retrospect, but yeah.
How did you avoid capture? I guess.
Oh my god, sorry, my camera shut up. Nobody was bothered by me at all. I was just being nice, interviewing people. I don't know. I just didn't cause a ruckus. I just walked out because I
Did
wanted
the
to.
other guys around you
So-
cause a ruckus?
No, nobody did. Nobody in our group did at all.
I can tell you what
There were no issues.
Okay, if you
So
could tell me what happened, because I'm just wondering why she wasn't kicked out, but the rest of you. were.
Yeah, okay, no, it's really silly.
Okay.
So basically,
Hold on, Radiant, you got to do better at summarizing shit because you're the king of irrelevant details. Okay?
it's
So
not irrelevant.
summarize.
Okay, it's not irrelevant.
It's all relevant.
Okay.
It's all relevant. It's all very relevant. Okay, basically, me and North. This was around the time when Destiny was on his way in. We're hearing chatter about him coming into the building. So I told North, can you go look for Destiny at the front? North was looking around him at the front, and at the same time, Parsec and Darius were walking back in because they were coming to also meet Destiny just to say hi. And at that moment, when they met North at the front door, that's when the security guy, I think the guy with the keffiyeh, saw them, and I think he pointed him out to security.
Cameron
And-
Landon, that's his name.
Is that him? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He pointed out Darius. Like as soon as he saw Darius, he pointed him out and told security kick that guy out. And that's when me and North, I think, walked up to say yo.
Aw,
wait,
damn,
hold on,
almost
wait up.
got
We're
4 in a
doing
row
security
there.
stuff. And then that's when me and North and Parsec also got, or no, Parsec was with Darius, but that's when me and North also got kicked out. And that meant Mooks was alone with the stream, in the other side of the room.
Okay, so she just.
yeah.
It sounds like they didn't associate her with you guys. At least.
Yeah, it was way
Basically,
simpler than that.
yeah.
It was strategic. That's literally all it was. Just because me and Darius were getting drinks, we left
I
Mix
was
alone with the
prevented
camera
from
because she's a
re-entry
woman.
later when I tried to go in.
Okay, so when you tried to go in, why did they give a reason for why they said they prevented you re-entry?
Nope, it was a security guard that was at the door. I tried to go back in, and she just said, you cannot go in. And I was like, me too? And she said, yes, you too. And I just left because I was nervous.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess what has been so I guess I'll try it this way. One of the things that I also have learned while doing research for this stream, I talked off the record to a couple people who are involved with the College Democrats. None of them, I invited them to come on officially. No one wants to come on in an official capacity.
Well, no, of course not. Why would they?
I didn't push him too.
Realistically, why would they? What you're saying is like, hey, person that's part of this college Democrat that is kicking people out and is, you know, now going to be the center of a little bit of drama. Hey, you want to come on and talk about that drama? I know it's going to blow up your fucking life. And you're probably going to be ostracized from your fucking community, but you want to come discuss this shit? You'd have to be ready to blow up your entire life to go do that. And I don't really blame people for not wanting to. I do and I don't, right? Like, in one capacity, I'm like, congratulations, the rot that is in your community is going to continue to fester because you're not calling it out. But at the same time, it is a tall ask. Hey, there's rot within your community. Are you going to be the one to help combat it? And the answer is going to be different for different people, right? Some people are going to want to combat it. Some people are going to be, you know, less willing to do so. I understand. But it is just overall frustrating.
Hard, given the fact that if they're willing to kick out unaffiliated streamers for just being in Destiny's orbit, what are they going to do to the people who talk to us, right?
Yep.
I don't know. What they have told me is that this was a deeply unpopular decision. It was the board members that kind of overrode people when inviting Hassan Piker. And the second thing that I learned from reporting that I've seen in various outlets and an Instagram post made by the organization itself or one of the factions within the organization itself is that there was a scheduled walkout of the event, that people were going to protest Hassan Piker by walking out from his speech, and they were prevented from doing so by the national board members, citing security concerns. Do any of you have any knowledge of any of that, or were you, when during your interview, talking to anyone, did you ask them about how they felt Hassan Piker being there? Anything?
Yeah, I did. I was asking around and interviewing people about like what they felt about Hassan Piker showing up to the event. Most people were saying like they didn't really care and that they just wanted to focus on attacking Republicans and that punching left was like not the time at the moment. One person mentioned to me that there was going to be a walkout planned. They didn't know how many people were going to walk out. They estimated maybe like a third of the people might walk out.
Sure.
You mentioned that.
Also, hang on, the second part of that, because I'm curious to hear the board members stop them. How would you stop people? Are you just like, hey, if you walk out, that's it. You're not you're not part of this organization anymore? I mean, I guess that is possible. But boy, is that that's fucking scummy. And that's some like fall in line and we're gonna get rid of you shit. And that's pretty gross. If I was a part of that, if I had beliefs like that, and I was a part of that organization, and I wanted to do that thing because I wanted to spout those beliefs, because I believed like in the democratic thing, and we were trying to like, you know, the people's voices and things like that. And then I had somebody that was part of the board member that was acting, you know, by all accounts and purposes, fucking an authoritarian kind of like, no, fall in line, bitch, or I'm gonna fucking, you know, execute you to the fucking shadow realm of this fucking organization. Ooh. That would give me a little bit, that would give me pause. That would give me like, ugh. I don't know if I want to be a part of this organization anymore. Holy fuck, these guys are, you know, these guys are fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Post by the pro-Israel caucus of the College Democrats, which said that they prevented people from leaving the building to do a walkout, I guess for Hassan optics reasons, which is...
So just to be clear, they're the Jews, what they call themselves, but go ahead.
Oh, Jewish. Sorry,
Yeah.
not Jewish, not Israel. Sorry.
Damn.
Mistakes.
They like physically barred people from leaving?
And then someone reached out to me.
Because that'd be crazy. Bro, if I went to go do a walkout and somebody's like, nope, you're not allowed to leave, you're getting punched right in the fucking mouth. You ain't holding me against my fucking will, bitch. You're letting me the fuck out, or me and Lefty and Righty are gonna have a fucking issue. I've had it before where I've had like salesmen. Man, we had this crazy story time. Okay, there's the little security people that go around selling, like, I think it's Vivint. They'll go around and they'll sell you like security systems and shit like that. Don't sign up for them, scams. Anyways, we had this woman come by and was trying to sell us, and at first I was like, yeah, maybe. And then the more I thought about it, the more I looked into it, it's like, nah, you know what, we're good. Like, we don't want it. Got rid of her. It was like a week later, these two guys show up, and they're, oh, we're just installing in your neighborhood. We're just kind of wondering why you didn't purchase. And I was like, yeah, and whatever. We're just it's not a system we want. And he I don't remember how it came up, but what he said was, oh, but we sent our best looking saleswoman. I can't believe you didn't purchase. And I just looked at him and was like, you have 10 seconds to get the fuck off my porch before we're gonna have a big fucking problem. And he, like, his eyes get white. Really? I was like, you better fucking believe it. And I was like, you can either walk off my porch or I'll fucking remove you off the porch. And you could kind of see a smile on his face, and I fucking just dead stare him in the eyes. He did fucking thankfully take off, but it's like, you disgusting piece of shit. Well, we sent our best looking saleswoman. It's like, you gross. Like, you said the quiet part out loud. And I don't deal with that shit. I do deal with that shit. I don't tolerate that shit. So no, it's like, if I was to go to, like, I'm doing a walkout and I go to leave and somebody's like, nope, you're not allowed to leave. You in what army, bitch? Because I don't even give a fuck. There's more than enough for me to go around for everybody in that situation. So
behind the scenes. What I can say without revealing their information is it's a little bit worse than the organizers. It's worse than the organizers overriding, like, the younger people. They had a process for inviting, like, people to the event, and they just, like, ignored that process. And
very democratic of them.
And it was sort of like a ask for forgiveness instead of for permission. So it was like a very.
At times that's okay.
Positions of power, just inviting Hassan Piker in. So.
I guess, and this is a question more for.
Wait. Can I ask a question on that? Because I haven't heard much.
Sure.
What did they say anything about why that process was skipped?
There were people questioning.
Because fuck them. That's why.
And there were people questioning it, like, why are we doing this? Like, what's going on? Why weren't we, like, consulted about this? And they said it's too late now. There's nothing we can do. He's coming.
Should have spoke up sooner, bitch. We didn't know. Too bad. Should have known.
I only ask because I have a theory in my mind that Hassan just didn't want to announce it in advance so that I wouldn't have time to plan. I'm curious if that was, like, strategic, why he didn't want to announce anything in advance.
It might have been strategic. Yeah, as far as I know, it was within, like, I'm not going to say the exact time period because I don't know if there's, like, that's going to be too revealing, but yeah, like, very shortly before they announced that he was coming, and people were mad about that.
So I no offense to you, Destiny, but
all offense.
It probably, and this is me theory crafting here, it probably was that this was going to be a very unpopular decision, and they wanted to kind of get it in and slide it in under the radar. If I had to guess, I don't know. I have heard similar stories from people that I've talked to off the record, so I can kind of corroborate that people are telling me pretty much what they were telling you, Mr. North. But other than that, yeah, I could only guess as to the why in that process.
I just want to say real quick from a
sure
strategic party building perspective, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So, like, obviously I recognize that I'm a difficult figure for a variety of reasons to get together with. I'm never demanding credit from politicians that I'm helping, or, like, oh, me and Mom Donnie, we phone call all the time when we're in bed and we're chatting about girls. Like, I don't care about this shit. I do think it's particularly disgusting that when Hassan goes to these events, he always has it as, like, a last-minute thing, because what it does is it maximizes the clout for him, and it destroys the ability for his community or anybody else to drum up publicity for it based on him. So he's, like, he's harming the event maximally while giving them zero upside for inviting a controversial figure. Like, imagine. Well, we don't have to imagine. It was the same thing with the Cuba trip as well, right? Like, if you're going to go on an event that's going to be controversial and it's going to bring some people into respect or dispute, or there's a word I'm looking for. It's gonna cause reputational harm. There's gonna be, like, a huge
disrepute.
Why not at least have the benefit of a whole bunch of Hassan fans, or fundraising or awareness can be kicked up as well? Like, he goes to collect the clout and then leaves them with, like, the bombshell fallout.
Yep.
I think Yeah, disrepute. Disrepute. Sorry.
No, that makes
Aha! Look at that. I guess the right word.
that we have to understand is this whole incident was anti-democracy, right? This wasn't just an attack on Steven, an attack on Destiny and his orbiters and all these things, but this was overriding the will of the members of the organization and having their elites basically decide for them, and in a way and in a manner, as you said, that was last minute, that maximizes his clout, but means that he can't
Hang
really
on.
be
Okay,
questioned.
never mind.
because
Child's
they
up.
plan to
Peace.